So I've just come back from a trip to Germany, 5 days, which was superb. But before I clean the bike, I thought I'd just have a quick show of what luggage setup I use, because it's been refined over quite a few trips, and I've finally arrived on a setup that works for me. Heavily dominated by Lone Rider kit, just because for me it just is such good quality kit. Not cheap, but you get what you pay for. I think I started off with the tank bag first, realised how good it was, and then kind of bought the rest of the kit as I went along. So it's a Lone Rider setup now. Anyway, I'll just turn the camera around now and show you what I use. So first things first is the tank bag. Quite a big bulky bit of kit, but it really does hold a lot of stuff. So I tend to have this on the bike just for the journey over and the journey back. Just have those things at hand that I really want. When I get over where I'm going, I tend to get rid of it. I don't really need it for the ride out during the day, but it's really useful for the journey over, because you can stash a lot of kit in it. So first thing you've got is an outer lid here. So if I take this off, it's got molly strapping on the top, so you can attach things to it. I don't technically do that at the moment, but then once you open that lid, this top piece here, actually really useful between customs spots and between getting a boarding pass and actually getting on the Eurotunnel, the ferry. So things like that just slot in there, is quite useful. It's also quite a useful tray, so if you've got your passport, you can leave it in there, and that's not going to go anywhere when you're travelling between, as we did, and we went over to Germany, between the English customs and the French customs. It's still there. And then you've got the tank bag itself, which is a pretty hefty bit of kit, really built really well, bomb proof. I absolutely love it. Then there's the main bag, again fully waterproof, really constructed well. It's not going to let you down. Really useful. I think this is a 46 litre one. It can take a huge amount of stuff, so I went for 5 days and had everything in there with space to spare, so that really works. A few little features that I quite like about it as well. So on the top here, you've got somewhere to put a map case if you wanted to. That does actually flip over. You can take that off if you don't need it. And then on top it's got this what's called a beaver tail, which has got a zip in it, waterproof again, so you can put things in there. It's really useful because you can actually, if you've got like a spare jacket, you can put it under there and lock it down with these little clips. So it's a really useful thing to slide something under. Getting this off is really simple, just 2 clips, and then off it comes. Again, the other side's got molly attachments if you want to use that. And then when you arrive where you want to get to, you've got these rucksack straps to move it across, really quite useful. And then finally, to get it on and off the bike, it literally just hooks on these straps. So you've got one there, and then another one round here. So when you arrive at your destination, it's really secure on the journey, and then instantly you're off the bike. And that's the luggage dealt with, so that's really useful. When I'm where I want to get to, what I tend to use is literally just this little tail pack. So obviously the big bag's gone, the tank bag's gone, and just left with this. And what this is big enough for me to store things like it's an inner fleece or in a jacket, a bit of extra warmth. I've got some rock straps in here, just some real bare essentials for the journey out. So that's literally, I'll just take the bike and this small tail pack when we go there. And then on top of that, 2 final bags, and these are the front ones here that fit to the crash bars. So these stay on the bike all the time. So basically there's 2 sides to it. The first one, this side, first aid kit and a yellow high-vis jacket, so that stays on the bike because I'm never going to not need that. So that's in there, I know it's always there, it stays there all the time. And then the other side, around this side, I've just got the odds and bits and bobs we need. So things like some tyre pressure gauge, some tape, some zip ties, torch, what else do I remember? What's it? Oh, my waterproof over gloves, those sort of things. Again, leave them on there, forget about them and don't worry about it. And then lastly, just a water bottle that sits here. So just one of these big Yeti ones that sits in there, attaches to the bike, and again, you just got some water whenever you're out doing your journey. So that's the luggage system I really works for me. All Lone Rider kit, but really does work. Can't recommend it high enough. Wish I'd found it years ago, rather than trying out various crappy bits of kit and then replacing it eventually with the stuff that I should have bought in the first place. Anyway, going to clean the bike now.